It's a family. It's James coming at you with just a message on a Tuesday afternoon about our oven temperatures and pizzas and some miscommunication that's happened out there. Want to talk about the ideal oven temperature and cooking perfect pizzas and a little number that we need to make sure that everybody is well aware of, and that is 800 degrees. But James, don't we cook at more than 800 degrees? Yes, we do. We advertise that we cook at 900 degrees, and most of you guys run your ovens between 850 and 950, depending on your expertise and how well you are in the business at hand. What's really, really important is that we talk about how we know that our oven is ready to go. So, what does a hot, ready to cook in main oven look like? You should have a totally white dome, like this picture, by the time we are open. The dome of your oven should be totally white. You will notice when you first come in the morning that it will be dark and it should be white by the time you get to this point. And the other thing that tells us that we are ready to cook is when we aim our temperature gun at the 9 o'clock position, about 1 foot in, your oven floor should be at least 800 degrees. This is something we're missing a lot. I'm walking into a lot of locations to ovens that are only at 600 degrees, but their tops are white and they think they have a great looking pizza, but they don't. So what happens when your roof is ready and your floor is not hot enough? This is when we get pizzas that we think look great, but they're not cooked on the bottom and the guest says they are undercooked or raw, and they are right. Team, if you could read the reviews of all the restaurants as a company, and I'm not saying that every single person falls into this category, but a lot of us still do, that people are praising everything except for our pizza at times. And when they send pictures to info@vpizza or on the reviews, the top of the pizza looks great. The top of the pizza has that leopard charring that we're looking at it, but the bottom is white as white can be, and the pizza is super floppy. So this is our number one complaint, and we can do something about it. It's absolutely within our control. Every day by 10:45, your oven should be ready to go. If you are waiting till 11 a.m. to check it, you are behind. In some burgers at one of our restaurants a couple weeks ago, I put in an order for a pizza and made sure that no one knew who it was for. And I just want to let you see what was served. Their oven was probably at about 650 to 700 degrees, not where it needed to be. And you'll notice that on top of that pizza, it did have some leopard charring, but the bottom of the pizza was definitely not where it needs to be. So let's check out the pizza once they got their oven floor where it needed to be. You guys can clearly see that the bottom of the pizza looks much better, and you can see that it cut better, and you can see even though there's a slight bit of curt flop at the end of this pizza, it is a much better pizza. Bottom line is this, guys. Making perfect pizzas is one of the most important things we do every day. It's in our name, it's in our DNA. We do it on a wood fire oven, so it does take a little extra attention. But not taking the time to keep your oven at the right temperature is like setting your oven at home on 350 degrees when the recipe calls for 450 degrees. If you baked a cake that way, you're going to get a very soupy, disgusting cake that you would not want to serve to anybody. Team, in the last 2 weeks, I've asked the person setting up the line or the oven what their oven temperature is, and I've gotten two things a lot. Number one, they don't know what their temperature is at. The temp gun is usually nowhere in sight. And then when I ask them what it should be at, they look at me like a deer caught in the headlights, and they just do not know. Ignorance is not bliss, guys. It leads to bad pizza. And I'm not calling anybody out that didn't know, but what I am calling out is myself and the rest of the manager team, because this tells me that we're not talking about this enough. We're not talking about what the oven floor needs to be at enough, and we're not doing everything we could to make these pizzas better. So what do we do? Guys, we're going to talk about it. If we're talking about it every day, there should never be another person in our kitchen that doesn't know what it should be. The GMs have a chat. The GMs are talking trash to each other. They're sending pictures of great looking pizzas. So I know the GMs know about it, but we're not getting it down to our people setting up the lines. So I need every person in this company to talk about it. Talk about that 800-degree floor. Talk about that white oven top that we are getting there. Always have your temp gun at the main oven and use it. Expo, you cannot let a pizza go out with being cooked on the bottom. It's super, super important. You are the last line of defense. We talk about it when we do our weekly V and our basically V about all the levels of defense to make sure that great food goes out. We need to make sure that we are doing it. You know what the bottom looks like. You know when you cut that pizza, you can tell just cutting it with the pizza cutter if it's too soft and soupy or if it has that nice crunch when you do it. Some of you guys were around when we started talking about changes and we did our Americano test and we did a couple little tweaks to the dough and other stuff. And you guys will remember a picture in the training and at the meeting where Antoinette held a pizza above her head. That pizza was perfectly cooked. The pizza right here that you're looking at on the screen, cooked by Kenny at Fleming Island, special shout out to him. This is what it needs to look like. If you couldn't pick the pizza up, if you do not have that great coloration on the bottom of that pizza, it is not cooked right. Team, I'm just challenging every single one of you guys today that Perfect Pizzas is the game. Our name is V Pizza. It's not V Stromboli. It's not V Gelato. It's V Pizza. And the pizza's got to be the best dang thing that we do. And we have to make sure that we are all over keeping our ovens to the right place. Help me with this, team, please. When I'm coming to your restaurants, one of the first things I'm doing is saying hi as I do it, and I'm walking in with the temp gun and checking temperatures. So I hope that the next 5 times I come in, that the next 10 times I come in, that everybody's oven is amazing, that you guys are over 800 degrees, cooking great pizzas. And if there's anything I can do to help you guys get over this, if there's anything I can do to help you guys make better pizzas, please reach out. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Thank you very much.